Hey guys, it's Anna and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have my first prom makeup look for this year. This was just inspired by all those really pretty bronzy, glowy, kind of natural but just super warm makeup looks, you know. I was just scrolling through Pinterest and I was like, oh, I love this. This is super easy, guys. You don't need a lot of skill to do this. So yeah, I hope this will help you out. If you guys want to see how to achieve this look, then go ahead and keep watching. Alrighty, I like to start with the eyes, but you can do whatever you want. First, going to prime it with the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. And just put that all over my eyelids. And then I'm just going in to my Kat Von D Shade and Light, picking up this beige shade. I'm going to set the primer. So I'm going to go in with the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to pick up these two transition shades to begin with. And I'm really just going to focus on getting this really soft and blown out. Alright, I'm next going to add a little bit of a darker transition color, this one right here. And the key to this look is you want to start with little amounts of product because this is like a super natural eye. It's really focusing on the really pretty sheens in the skin and then complemented by the pretty warm colors in the eye. But in order for this to not be like super dramatic, you have to work with small amounts of product so that it gets super blown out. You also want to use really soft pressure with your brush. I'm just barely touching my face. Alrighty, I'm going to tap into a little bit of some warmer colors. Bring some warmth into the eye. The light pressure will make so much of a difference. You want to keep these darker colors a little bit lower than your transition colors so that it gives you that really pretty blended look. I'm still just using the same really big fluffy brush just so that it's not very precise. I just want it to be very blown out, as I've said like 5 million times by now. I'm going to pick up this color called Sweetheart out of the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I'm just going to kind of add this in here to give it more of that pinky tone. And this is like a lighter color, so it won't show up as that pink, but it'll kind of just shift the color of the oranges. Alrighty, now that I have some definition built up in the crease, it's pretty blended out. The key to this really pretty natural like dewy eye look is a really good shimmery champagne color, and my favorite one is in the Morphe 35O palette, the first one. As you can see, I've kind of abused it. I'm actually going to start off with my finger because that's the best way to get that pigmentation and the really full shimmer. So I'm just going with my finger and I'm just going to start putting this on my whole eyelid. On top of that, in the center, we're going to add a little bit of a lighter champagne color. Still from the Morphe 35O palette. I'm just going to pick up this color on my finger again and place it in the center of the lid. Alrighty, we're going to move on to the face and then we'll come back to the eyes. So of course you want to prime. I'm just using the Professional primer because it works well for me. If you have dry skin and you want to really enhance a dewy look, you can use like the Becca Luminous Backlight Primer. That one's really good. Or any other luminous primer, but I have pretty oily skin, so I'll get that on my own. So just prime your skin. Alrighty, I am going in with a foundation, and I've actually never tried this one before, so this is like a first impression. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, and I wanted to use this for this tutorial because this is a very affordable foundation. Like, it's even cheap for drugstores, and a lot of people really like it. And this is also a pretty thin foundation, so it won't give you a super cakey look, which is really nice. Kind of smells like paint, which is a little bit weird, but blending out really nicely. It looks really pretty actually. It blends out really nicely and it's not super thick, which is, I think, especially good for prom because you don't want some super thick cakey makeup that's going to just sweat off, make you look cakey in pictures and all that. This is like a non-flashback foundation, which is really good if you're going to be doing any flash photography for prom. I'm so concerned. Why does it smell literally exactly like paint? Like that I would paint my house walls with. Blending out one layer of the foundation. I think it looks really nice. It feels super lightweight. I don't feel it on my face. I'm gonna see if I can build coverage just in case you want that. Like, I have some discoloration on my cheek, so yeah, buildable. I'd say medium coverage. So I'm going to add a liquid highlighter, and I think this is really important if you want to go for that more of a dewy, glowy look, because liquid highlighters really give you that glow from within look. Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and this is in Champagne Pop. Putting this on the high points of my face that I would normally highlight. And then I'm also taking it on my chin and my forehead, which I literally never do. If you're going for that all around natural glow, then that will help you achieve that. So do you see how this just made my skin kind of have that sheen? That is what we are going for. So I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape. Just going to put a little under my eyes. Under my eyes, I'm going to add some Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, just right away so that that concealer does not crease under the eyes. So if you want your face to be really glowy, then you don't want to powder places that are unnecessary. So I'm going to lightly powder my cheeks because this is where I put like my bronzer and my blush. And for me, I like to have a layer of powder down because I think it helps the other products blend so much more easily. Alright, so I'm going to start bronzing, and this is a really important step because the whole basis of this look is glowy and bronzy. So I'm mixing these two bronzers. This is Hoola and Chocolate Soleil, and you want to go in lightly at first because this needs to be seamless, blended out super nicely, and just kind of make you look super sun-kissed. Next, I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. That's beat up as heck. And this is the best contouring brush ever. This is the Morphe M530. So I'm just gonna kind of mix the two colors that I have left. And I'm just going to start adding this in. Circular motions. We're going to start chiseling out the cheekbones, also adding more color to the face. So this is also a new product I haven't used. This is the Milani blush in Luminoso, and I thought this would be perfect because it has this really beautiful sheen when you rub it into the skin. Do you see that? This is just going to add a really pretty sheen to the cheek. So I'm going to start on the apple and I'm going to kind of work my way up. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder, and I'm going to use this to bake under here. And the reason I thought I would like this is because I really love sharpening this line, but with my Laura Mercier it makes me look super like pale and white, so I was thinking maybe I'll like this because it is colored. I'm just going to kind of cut right under my cheekbones, make that line. I'm going to take a small eye brush and I'm going to start kind of contouring my nose a little bit. So I'm letting this powder sit in and I look crazy. I'm going to do the brows and I'm using the Anastasia Brow Definer. And then, of course, gotta lock them in with some brow gel. And this is the ABH Clear Brow Gel. Alrighty, we are going to work on the lower lash line. So I'm going to start by picking up those initial transition colors. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a fluffy blender brush. And I'm just going to start dragging this out. I'm slowly going to add in some of those darker warm colors. And just... Then on this little definer brush, I'm picking up this dark maroon color, and I'm going to put that right up tight to my lash line. And then I'm going to take my little pencil brush and I'm just going to start smoking that out in little circular motions because I do not want that harsh line. I don't want you to be able to see where that began or where it ended or anything. Just a nice gradient into this really smoky lower lash line. Now I'm just going to add some mascara on my upper lashes, and then I'm going to apply some false lashes. You can skip that if you want, but I just think it looks super pretty with this really minimal look. While that mascara is drying in the lower lash line, I'm going to stick some white liner. And this is the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. I have applied some really natural lashes. These are the Ardell Faux Mink Wispies. I chose these because I really just want it to kind of look fluttery. So I'm just going to go on with a little pencil eyeliner and fill in my tight line. Alright, and then I'm putting a thin layer of mascara on my lower lashes. Alrighty, so you probably noticed I skipped liner, and this is my tip to you. Unless you wear like pretty dramatic makeup on a regular basis, I would not wear liner for a dance like prom or homecoming. You could do like a thin line on your lash line, that would be fine, but I definitely wouldn't do anything too thick or a wing, because close up it'll probably look bomb, but from far away when you're taking pictures it just makes your eyes look weird, and if you look really different than you normally do in your pictures, you're not gonna like them, because that does change up your eye shape, and especially when you're squinting your eyes to smile, it just might not look how you want it to. And yeah, it's better to just stray away and keep your natural eye shape. Alrighty, we are looking good. I'm loving the skin and the eyes together. It just looks so fresh and pretty. But of course, to finish this look, we need some highlighter. So I'm going to start with the ABH and Amrezy highlighter. I'm starting with this because this gives me that liquid melted into the skin kind of glow, and I want to add a champagne color over to just tie it all together, but this will give that really pretty glowy skin look. And I'm also just going to wet my skin with some Fix Plus before I go in, just to really intensify it. Just looks so wet and beautiful. And I'm also just going to kind of put this all on my cheek, just my entire cheek, just running it over like my bronzer and my blush, just to give a little bit of a sheen. And then again, I don't usually do this, but since we're going for that glowy look, I'm going to go right here on the forehead to just add a little bit of a champagne color. I'm going in with Becca Champagne Pop, and I'm really just gonna put this right on the high point, right over that last one. So I'm actually going to take this shimmery white color from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and we're just gonna go right in here, and we're taking that on the brow bone too. This looks so good on the brow bone. Yeah. Just gonna go in with a nude, and this is a Maybelline lipstick in 920 Nude Lust. And over top, I'm going to use the ColourPop and Laura Lee lip gloss in Wham. And guys, this is beautiful. Do you see this? Then of course, to finish off the look, you just need some setting spray. I'm taking the Urban Decay All Nighter. Alrighty guys, that is it for this prom bronzy glowy makeup look. I love how this turned out. I hope you guys like it too. Definitely a really easy makeup look. You just need a couple colors in your crease, a champagne, and then just some glowy products. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, I'm planning on doing either one more or two more makeup looks for prom, so make sure you subscribe so you can see those. And on top of all that, I have my prom get ready with me and vlog video that will be going up next weekend. So make sure you subscribed and you have your notifications on so you guys see when I post all those videos. If you have any suggestions, please leave me a comment. Tell me what you want to see, tell me what you like, all that jazz. I really hope you guys liked this look. I'm really in love with it. Like, it's just so pretty. Yeah, that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.